Happy Christmas.
Hello everyone, I am back and we are on day 16, and in today's video it's just mostly going to be a talk video. I just want to give everybody a lecture. Today when I tried filming and editing, it was frustrating. I got frustrated because I was having some technical issues. And what happened was, when I finished editing the previous video, I tried exporting it, and then suddenly the app crashed out of nowhere. And long story short, my phone just needed a software update. And I kind of figured that, because most of the time when I'm having issues, that's usually the case. I had a film of me ranting earlier. Permanently deleted that footage because I didn't want y'all to see me ranting, and I don't want that kind of negativity, especially during this time of year. You know, it is my favorite season. I need the Christmas spirit. But regardless if it's Christmas season or not, any time of year, I don't that kind of positivity. And nobody wants to see me venting on camera. That being said, instead of getting upset, yelling, and venting, figure out a way to solve the problem. Because yelling does not get you anywhere. We don't need that kind of negativity. We need some positivity. All that stress does is raise my blood pressure. And if you have hypertension, try not to stress, because if you stress about it, all that's gonna do is make your blood pressure go up even more. And in the past, that's why I had to make some life-changing decisions, because all the stress and anxiety I was going through, putting myself through, I've learned the lesson the hard way. Instead of complaining and bickering about something, figure out a way to solve that issue and go from there, because complaining doesn't always make things better. I think I might have solved my issue, because I just did a software update and everything should be fine now. I didn't want y'all to think, even if I did save that video, that is reality. I didn't want people to think that I am bad-tempered. Like, I am not really that bad-tempered. And I don't want to offend anybody and make them think I'm a bad person, which, just because I am venting, that does not mean I'm a bad person or I'm mean and hateful. You don't know what kind of day I'm having. It's that time of year where things can tend to get stressful, because they're just trying to struggle and get things done and get things ready for the holiday. The holiday season does not necessarily have to be stressful. Just remember, the holidays, it's not always about presents. It's about spending time it's about being with those who you love and those who love you. That's really all that matters. You may have nicer things than some other people, and people may have, you may have things that people wish that you had. You may have things that other people wish for, if that makes any sense. Like the other day, Bug asked me, "Do you miss my mom's Keurig?" And I'm like, no, because we have one. Her mother may have a nicer coffee maker than we have, but we have one and it serves its purpose. I don't really care about that, Some people don't even have a coffee pot at all. And some people want a coffee pot because their coffee pot's broken. I am trying really hard not to pick my nose on camera, and I'm sorry if I do. If I do, I'll edit it out. Like, for example, other people may have an iPhone 14. I would love to have I don't know. I don't have an iPhone 14. But, you know, I have a phone and it serves its purpose. Some people don't even have a phone at all. You know, this house, for example, it's, you know, I've lived in nicer houses than this in the past. But you know what? This house, you can make any house into a home. We could be living in a cardboard box and still make it that way. Some people are living in tents and they still make it a home. That's really all that matters. And I am happy where I'm at. This house keeps me warm in the winter, and it keeps me cool during the summer, and it keeps me sheltered during bad weather. And I have a bed to sleep in every night, and I'm able to take showers every day or every other day or whenever I do. We have to be grateful for what we have. Just remember that. Even if I don't have an iPhone 14, like, for example, I would love to have an iPhone 13 Pro Max, but I don't. If I get lucky and something happens, I might be able to afford it and I might get one. But for now, I'm just using what I have. Like, one of the coolest things I do own right now is that fireplace right there. I always wanted one. I didn't have one because either a safety hazard or too expensive and I couldn't afford it. That's probably the coolest thing I own. And this lamp is another cool thing I own. You know, my old lamp, I've had that lamp as long as I remember. I've had that lamp since I lived at home. But, you know, I held on to it because it served its purpose. And it's seen better days. But yeah, I just wanted to sit and talk. This is going to be your lecture, but if you don't get what you want for Christmas, just know that you can get it anytime. I can't think of anything I absolutely want other than the Flintstones movie or a memory card for my phone. But what's more important, I can't think of anything that I want right now. And sometimes it's hard to ask for things that I want because most of the time if I want something, I can go get it. You know, I'm at that age. Like, when I was younger, I used to be like, I want this, I want this, I want this. Now it's like, I don't know what I want because I don't know what to ask for. Like, any time of year, you know, I'm pretty laid back. Most of the time, I'll just take whatever I can get, even though it's not the nicest things, but it serves its purpose. To think of it, some people may not be able to celebrate Christmas with families this year. Like, they could be they can be spending Christmas out on the streets with nobody. And it breaks my heart to think about that. It really does. You want to be that, you don't know that person. And that's why the holidays are rough for them. That's why the holidays are usually depressing for them. We need to be grateful for what we have. So just remember, Christmas is not about gifts. It's about spending time with one another. And that's the true meaning of Christmas, is celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ, really. But it's not, it's about, think about the important things. It may not be, you may not get the nicest things, but you need to be grateful. So there's your lecture for today, and happy holidays, everyone. Peace out.